as two ideas, whale and optics, to explore in a theater show, for me, was a little bit abstracted and bizarre. And so in working with a group of collaborators that I gathered and basically said, you know, this is what we're going to make a huge 3-hour show based on, this picture and some whale songs. We basically just inserted a character who would work at the fiber optic station in Avalon, New Jersey, named Roger. And so that's when we started developing a guy who's really in that station, manning it. And what are all the symbols? He's kind of controlling the internet. He could, with an axe or scissors, just shut us down if he wanted to. And then we wanted to deal with a character that records whale songs. So it was the kind of idea of a dual adventure, an everyday adventure of a person just manning the world's fiber optics, or most of the fiber optics for the Northeast United States, and the adventure of a researcher who's actually beginning to record whale songs and follow them around. In terms of this idea of communication, we're looking at what is the communication that we're dispersing amongst ourselves on the internet, on the phones, on Skype. What is it exactly saying, and what are the whales saying? And our kind of conclusions, just as we explored, whatever the whales are saying, it's kind of directly and straight to the point. And a good amount of the information we got wiping back and forth across the world here might be completely unnecessary or is quite superficial. And we're not allowing the whales to say their very clear, direct statements to each other. Of course, we're just assuming that, but that is what we're assuming. We're staging whale optics on stage of a traditional fly house. This will be done at the Prince Theater, but in the design, we decided to put the audience on the stage on two sections, like a tennis court. And then we'll be able to use the fly rail system to give the sense of depth on stage. So the whole thing will be created in an environment, a very installation-like environment with a lot of sail fabrics and buoys and lights and things, nets coming from the surface. So at this point, we're honing in on the exact structure, the exact storyline, and just really modifying the texts and going over and over again the entire structure to make sure that it flows in the way we want. So we're getting close. There'll be less stuff where you're like, why the hell is that in there? That's really bizarre.